Greetings, the great people of Biafra. Greetings, the great people of Africa. You know, whenever I believe that I have seen it all, little did I know that the worst of them are not yet born. The worst of them are not yet born. You know, I saw this video. There are three videos that I am going to show you, so that we will know, because I thought that I have seen all the lies going on in Nigeria. Little did I know that, you know, the ones we have seen is just a baby. The lies that we have seen is just a baby. I just want to show you something before we proceed with this. I want to make reference. Let me start with the confirmation, that will actually show you the amount of lies that is going on within the Nigeria government, within the Nigeria state. Let me this video. In this video, you will see what happened and what transpired in the school in the north where there is a bomb blast, which led to the collapse of a building, as well as children being traumatized, children being injured, but somebody, let us actually listen to this, see this video. Let's pay attention.
People, God have mercy. God, see this small child, see students in a school, a building collapse. Oh, in school.
It is not just a building collapse. There is a bomb blast. There is a suicide bomber, which you see all the reflection quickly. It's not something you have to see. So that is what is going on. There is a suicide bomber. Now let us come to the news. Let us come to the news to see how they want to, actually mislead the public. Let us see how they want to mislead the public. Listen to this news. Listen to this news.
So maybe the person that...
Sir, let's get this right. Something happened in the school.
I told you there's nothing happened in that school.
No, can we get this right?
There's nothing happened in that school. I was there. Okay. I was there. I was there myself.
Hang on a minute.
Of course, you saw the school we were talking about, that this guy, he's a politician and and also a liar. You saw the school. He said there is nothing happened in that school, that he was there. You want to mislead the public. You want people to unsee what they have seen. That is what Nigeria represents. Nigeria represents lies. Nigeria represents deceit. Nigeria represents, misleading. Nigeria represents a lot of evil and atrocious, behaviors. That's what they represent. Their logo now is lie. Listen to this man. There is nothing happened in that school. I was there. He was there. There is nothing happened in that school. Let us continue and see if he will even allow the journalist to talk. This is where lie meet lie. Journalism in Nigeria, of course, is a lie, but in this time around, it is the opposite that is happening. Listen and listen attentively.
I'm not tall. I was there physically.
Hang on a minute.
Yes, sir.
Well, we saw pictures of pupils that were blooded from the school. That means something happened. But the welder's shop that you said the bomb...
No, definitely.
No, hang on a minute. Let me speak, sir, please. I beg you, sir. We just want to get to the end of this.
Okay.
The welder's place that you said the gas explosion happened, nothing happened to the welder.
Yes.
But the students, there were pictures of students that were blooded. So how did that come about? Okay. The epicenter of the explosion, which is the welder's place, nothing happened to the welder. But the students in the school opposite were blooded. How come that happened?
as I'm talking to you, I cannot say a single person that was blooded in that school, and
he cannot see a single person that is blooded in that school or that was blooded in that school. Of course, that is the reason why I started playing the video first before we take it to this place. Because if these people, it is very, very easy for them to lead the public. It is very, very easy for them to mislead the public. That is the reason why we started with the playing of that video. They want to mislead the public, and that is what they always do. Of course, if you see what is happening with Deborah and all that killing, of course, there is already God intervention against them, because whatever they do is also coming back to haunt them. After killing of Deborah, there is a lot of things that happen, but that's not what we are here for. I will show you another sign of the repercussion of the killing of Deborah. But let us continue listening to this liar.
I was in the front of that school, opposite to the scene of the incident. So I cannot see,
so no
whether the explosion hit the welder or not. That's the work of God. So that's the work of God. You see, you can see you can have a motor accident, but the whole people may die. One can escape, and can escape without a single wound. So that is not an excuse. God can do miracle. God can save that man.
Well, Dr. Julie, just calm down. We're not harassing you. Just take it easy. Now, I need you to tell us.
No. I'm normal. I'm normal. Yes.
I need you to calm down. Don't worry. We just want to get the truth for the benefit of the Nigerian public. Now,
but why insisting that it must?
No, we are not
it must be a bomb blast.
No,
when we at the scene are telling you exactly what, and you are only acting on that come upon you.
No, we are not insisting on anything. We just want clarity. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay. Let me ask.
Okay.
What, as the man in charge of emergency, response and all of that in Kano State, I guess your colleagues in other states face the same. Challenge. When crisis occurs, when there's an emergency, you guys are summoned to come and help, rescue whatever you can still rescue. But in Kano State, are there specific rules with regard to safety, a building code that is functional? Because we're talking about a welder shop, let's even go with that, using gas, having gas cylinder in a residential area, in front of a school, and then this accident occurs. So what are the safety regulations in place, with regard to where people can toy around with inflammable materials? Not just in the Kano, but, it happens, after all, in Lagos. There was a similar incident sometime early last year. We have had the petrol stations also exploding in residential neighborhoods. What are your thoughts about these safety considerations?
Yes.
And do you think there is an omission in this particular case in that regard?
Before he answer, I want you to understand, his claim. He was there, nothing happened. And the journalist was trying to tell him that the welder shop, nothing happened to that welder shop. Welder shop, which is, supposed to be the epicenter of the explosion, according to him, according to his report, or according to his argument. Now the welder shop is okay. Now he is now denying. I don't know the reason why, what they are trying to do, or they are now trying to agree with him that there was nothing happened, or is it trying to be diplomatic to cut the time short? Because of course the truth need to be told. If he cannot say what happened in that place, I don't think you need to twist anything in order to keep the program going. No, because you are referring to the safety of the children. You are actually talking about the safety of children, and you are talking about a news that is out there in the public domain. So now let us actually hear if there is any provision that is set aside that is going to bring, safety in the question that he asked, when there is in a residential area, in a school area, where the welder is there using explosive, material to work within that vicinity. If there is any, plans they put in place, any safety measures that they put in place, or any law that prohibits that, since he is claiming that it is from the welder shop. Let us listen to him.
You see, it's a problem of we Nigerians. We don't follow rules and regulations. When you try to enforce it, they politicize it. You see, this is our problem. Otherwise, we have agencies that takes care of rules and regulation in terms of safety. We have like here in Kano, we have Kano State Agency for the for control development. We have fire service. We have the SEMA. But people they don't even allow you to do your job. When you try to enforce it, they politicize it. But all the same, we make sure that
when you try to enforce it, they politicize it, which means politics has been the problem in Nigeria. Everything, safety measures, they politicize. Anything that will bring safety to the people, they politicize. So that's what this man, also a politician, that's what he is trying to say. And he's part of the problem, because they politicize everything in Nigeria. This is the same Nigeria that you want people who are exposed to places, places where they have seen how government run, how politicians are being, how they conduct their activities, that they are putting the safety of people first. But it is a different thing in Nigeria. You look at what he's talking about. He say in everything they do, they politicize it. That is the reason why we are asking that this union created by Lord Lugard and the girlfriend Flora Shaw, it is not working. It is not going to work. It is not in favor of any human that is involved in that creation done in 1914. So, of course, you can hear it. It is a shame. It is a shame, big shame on the stakeholders telling you that everything is politicized. By whom? By them. By the same people. When they talk about it as if they don't know by whom it is politicized. It is by them carrying out their neo-colonial, agenda, because they are the two, willing to. Let us continue.
The safety measures were taken in any building, so that such issue, if it's come, we can quickly rescue people from that instance.
Who enforces the safety measures?
And you know it. So we are doing our best. So that's why yesterday when we went.
Who are those enforcing the safety measures that he is talking and claiming about? Who are enforcing the safety measures? Of course, no one, because all the security police, they are all talking about looking for. IPOB is their problem. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is their problem. Christians are their problem. The problem of the people in the north is Christian, not Boko Haram that is killing, and not bandits that is killing and displacing them from their homes. That is the reason why there is no security people who will be able to enforce laws that are enforceable. The only thing that are enforcing is killing and depriving people from their of their human right, depriving people of their right to protect themselves and to live. That's what they do. Every other thing they politicize. Any other thing that will be beneficial to the people of Nigeria is being politicized. That's exactly what he's talking about. Let us continue.
We have been busy trying to rescue people. Those who are wounded, they are being taken to hospital, various hospitals here in Kano. We are doing it, NEMA are doing it, the Nigeria Red Cross and the rest of rescue team.
Now you are taking people to the hospital. When you say that you were there, nothing happened. You were there, nothing happened. But yet, why are you then taking people to the hospital when nothing happened? Are you paying attention? Are you hearing him contradicting himself? He said there is nothing happened, but he's taking people to the hospital. They never see any children bloody, but he's taking people to the hospital. This is funny. Or it is not funny. Would I say it is not funny? This is actually serious. This is what we go through. They suppress the truth, and then they will now promote a lie. Did you see indeed how he contradicted himself? Taking who to the hospital when there is nothing happened? Let us continue.
Disaster management here in Kano.
Dr. Gilly, somebody just sent in a text message.
Yes, sir.
And the person who shall remain nameless, yes, he said, but the weather shop is still standing. It was not affected. Why is he saying the explosion happened in the weather shop?
People can say anything because people want to be negative thinking. I don't know. If it is, let's assume it is bomb blast and it already happened. What is the interest there? Why the people insist that it must be a bomb blast? What's the benefit there? What had happened had already happened. Those who has gone. Those who are wounded were wounded. And then whether it is a gas explosion, whether it's bomb blast, what's the interest of the general public? Why people are want to shift this issue to bomb blast? What the benefit do we have? We were saying the right thing, that it's not a bomb blast, it is a gas explosion. Is there any...
You want to now make people not to talk what they saw. First of all, there was nobody blooded. Second of all, there is nothing happened there. Third of all, they are taking people to the hospital. Now, there is no bomb blast. Let us continue to listen. Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria is not for you. Listen.
Any benefit that people would derive from bomb blast if it is the one that happened? So we are saying the right thing. We are saying what exactly happened. Why is it that people are saying bomb blast? If it is bomb blast, what benefit will they gain from that issue? So, but whether it's bomb blast, whether it's a gas explosion, as we observe, the government will not leave this issue like that. I am sure a strong investigation team, committee, will find out what happened to that. How does it happen? So people should rest. People should should cool their mind. Government is very much concerned. Governor, His Excellency, before he went there, he sent his deputy, including myself, and the head of service, and the rest of government officials to go and assess the situation. Before we were there, disaster managers were also there, like NEMA, police, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Red Cross, and the rest were all there.
Thank you, sir. As we wrap up, I just want to know. Thank you, sir. I'd just like to know the status of the school, the primary school. When would it be safe for children to return to school? And were the primary school children amongst the fatalities, or the injured survivors of the explosion?
Please repeat your question, please.
I'm asking about the status of the primary school in the vicinity. When will it be safe for the children to return to school? And were the primary school children amongst the fatalities or the survivors, the injured survivors of the explosion?
I don't record any casualty in the school. But the school can still be open today, because as I saw it, there's nothing wrong with the school. There's nothing wrong. There's no thing that will damage the school at all. So the school can be opened anytime.
So what you
but they keep saying that the school was damaged. So people on ground out of Kano that reached out to us said the school was damaged. And you can see the students. I will revisit. Hang on a minute, sir. And I want to ask you this. Just calm it down. We just want the best for Kano. It will be well with Kano. If nothing happened to the school, we are watching videos of it now, then why were the pupils on the streets running for their dear lives, crying? Why? Okay. And if nothing happened to the school?
Good question.
And people say that the school was damaged. So are you saying that nothing, the building is intact for the school now?
You see, when something happened like this, with your children around, all you will assume something may likely happen to your children, because it has taken time when people have not heard about this kind of gas explosion, as people translate it as bomb blast. It has taken time. In Kano, we have not had anything like this for the past 2 or 3 years, since the issue of Boko Haram. So if it happened like this and your children is close to that school, definitely, as a father, as a mother, as a sister, as a brother, you may think your children may be affected by that issue. So when you cry and get your children back, I don't think it's not a big deal there. But the issue is the children, the school is not affected at all, as per my observation of yesterday. But maybe, yes, it's very close to the scene. So as I told you, we are going back there today and reassess the situation, because yesterday we are busy trying to rescue those who are inside the building that collapsed. So we are busy trying to rescue, because when you are trying to rescue, you don't limit yourself to the damages first. You are trying to save life.
Okay.
So that's our first mission, to save life. So by today we can be able to assess the extent of damages, whether the school is affected or not. Okay. But as I saw it yesterday, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing happened to that school because we stood very close to the school building, where the deputy governor addressed the press.
There is nothing happening.
Well, Dr. Gili, certainly, you have a very tough job. But we're just hoping that the investigations that all the agencies and the state government have talked about will reveal the truth. Because the people have the right to know.
You don't
it's unfortunate that people have died.
You see, the people have the people have the right to say what they perceive or they assume. But we, the government, will tell the people what exactly happened.
Well,
so
let us listen to the people who were also there at the time of the incidents. Let's listen to them. Hey, Nigeria.
To pass this information across the way I'm telling you now. It was not gas explosion. It was a suicide bomber. We saw him. So that is a fact. But God intervened.
After our assembly in the morning, I was in a class teaching the students, and all of a sudden we heard a sound. And on reaching here, we saw the explosion and some dead bodies around. And what we are hearing in the news now, that the government are saying is a gas explosion, while what we saw and the sound we hear is a bomb blast sound. As an engineering student, I know what is gas and I know what is bomb explosion. So I don't see the reason why the government will be telling us that this is a gas explosion where we know the truth. So I don't know if they are trying to cover their shame or trying to cover their insecurity in the state. The Kano State.
Did you hear that? These are the people who were there when they saw even the body of the suicide bomber. They saw the suicide bomber. They saw everything. Now this other man come to tell you nothing happened in the school. After telling you nothing happened in the school, he told you now that no injuries. Now later he told you that children were taken to the hospital, children were taken to safety, talking all sort of lies at the same time. All sort of lies at the same time. Believe me, what happened there now, parents are the ones who are going to take care of their children who were injured. Government will not come in because they don't ever come in. The security operatives, the law enforcers who are supposed to be looking for criminals, are there looking for the people who are fighting the criminality. That's what they are doing. And you want me to be in the same country as these people? You want me to be in the same country as people who behave like animals? Sometimes animals behave better than them. Lies in something that people have seen, they will turn it again upside down. This is a clear indication that nobody that is on the other side of the law in Nigeria, that 95% of these people that they have taken to the other side of the law, they are innocent. Because the innocent suffers in Nigeria while the guilty are the ones getting glory and protected. That is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Evil country. Very, very evil. And you expect me to be in this country? It is not possible. It is not possible. Believe you me. This is a lawless country. This is a devilish country, a place where animals are even, where human beings are even treated worse than an animal. A place where in animal kingdom there is even a rule. But in Nigeria, there is no rule. There is no rule. The code is bendable when it comes to the political class. But when it comes to ordinary individual, nobody is there to speak for them. Those children, they are traumatized. Their parents are traumatized. People who are, witness to the, incidents are traumatized. Of course, you saw some flashy image. The image that flashed in the beginning of this video. That was the suicide bomber. And they are denying it. They will continue to deny it, and there is nothing that you will do about it. But the most important thing, that is what I said, let me just, talk about it, add it to what is happening. This is the Nigeria that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, everything he said about this country, contraption called Nigeria, it is the truth. He called them zoo. Zoo is what they are. Zoo is what they are. That is exactly what they are. But let's leave it here. We will be live again tomorrow to continue to debunk these lies and the activities of the enemy against the indigenous people. Shalom.